time for the bell. How many options will you sell? Fire up your platform, get ready to enter. But first, let's get the mindset centered. Hey, let's go. We're not here to gamble, we're here to trade. We follow the plan, that's how we get paid. Test it, trade it, have success. Find what works for you and forget the rest. Stats and probabilities is what we're about. Time to dismiss greed and doubt. Focus on the process, not the money. And the profits will flow like honey. Power Hour Live, let's start the show. Come on, trade hackers, get ready to go. 0-day options, time to make bank. Get locked and loaded, then be ready to blank. Hey!
Hello everyone, welcome to Power Hour Live, Monday, August 11th. S&P currently down 10 points, NASDAQ down 50, Russell down 3.5, Dow down 205. Gold and silver are both down over 2%. Announcement from the White House that Trump is not going to tariff gold. So it didn't have really a whole lot of effect on gold, but anyway, gold and silver both down over 2%. Notes and bonds and yields pretty flat. Oil up about 0.25%. Natural gas down 1. Looks like all the grains finished green. Euro and the pound a little bit red. Bitcoin up over 2.5%. Almost back up to 120,000. VIX still a little elevated with the Monday pump plus the downside in the market. Up about 5.5% from Friday's close. Currently just under 16, 15.98. My BIX got slapped around a little bit, couple double stops. Currently down a little under 3K on my BIX. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tranches. Day trades. I haven't had a red day trade since the end of July, like July 30th, I think. But down 2,800 today. Had a nice winner in Costco. With a couple other small losers, and I took 3 losses in Hood. Trying to get long at previous day high. All 3 of those were losers, so that kind of hurt. In hindsight, feel like I kind of tried to force it maybe, but I don't know. I liked him in the moment, so is what it is. And then I am currently I've got my 1 DTE I transformed into an upside vertical for tomorrow, so if we can expire above 64.35, that one would hit max. I was up 20% on that one pretty quick, but I knew the Trump press conference was going to be going on, so I figured I'd go ahead and lock in, remove any risk on that. And then lastly, I've got on my discount double BIC. I did get stopped out of 1 put side tranche. So as we speak, currently a little bit green, between 80 and 85 would be max profit. So could still book a little over 1,300 on those if we happen to expire in that range. So that's it for me today. Chad, how's your day?
Yeah, I booked about a little over $500 this morning. Day trading. 1 DTE was the same one you did. It fired this morning, and I ended up closing it out at about 30% profit. It was just kind of at 30% for over an hour. So about an hour ago, I just closed it. Took the profits. I had 1 TLC trade that was a full stop on the push up. That happened. I entered, which I thought was a really good entry, and then it proceeded to have 6 green bars in a row and move up 20 points or 20 points in 30 minutes. And that doesn't work very well with a 25 wide iron condor. So then it reversed like usual. So no more TLC there today. After that, the only thing I have now is my 2 Woogas, which the pin is 63.85. So I could use a little bit of an up move. One is currently up 28% and one's right around break even. So a bounce would help.
Yeah, Krish, here's my DDBs. It was my very first tranche. Yeah, my 2 p.m., 1 p.m. central tranche. The put side got hit. But everything else is still alive. And it got hit right as my last tranche was entering. So, right at 245. So, did you have multiples stopped on that little dip? Okay. S&P has really been in a pretty, I mean, it hasn't even touched its upper or lower expected move. Hit a high of 07 and a low of 74. So just yeah, from top to bottom enough to stop you out, but overall pretty insignificant range. We've got some action this week. CPI is tomorrow morning pre-market. Couple Fed speakers Wednesday, and then PPI pre-market Thursday, retail sales Friday, along with consumer sentiment and inflation expectations on Friday as well. Got a couple earnings after the bell that could be of interest. OKLO is tradable. That's after the bell. And then Circle, I guess, is before the market opens tomorrow, but something that would need to be done before the bell today. After the close on Tuesday, CoreWeave. Let's see, we've got Cisco on Wednesday. That's really about it as far as interesting earnings as far as I'm concerned. So I'll take a look at OKLO and Circle today, see if there's anything I want to try out. OKLO hit a new all-time high a few days ago, last week. It's been in a little bit of a aggressive dip the last few days. It's got an expected move of about $7.50. About 20 cents. It's got good open interest, but it's a little wide. 20 cents on a $73 stock's a little wide for me. Circle, which is a newer stock, IPO'd in June, had that big run up to almost $300. Just trailed off. Currently trading at about 161. It's got an expected move of about 17.5. Options are about 15 cents wide, but it's a lot bigger stock, $160. So I'd trade this. I'm going to look at a little bullish fly in circle. So 178, so about 178.5. Just posted that if anyone's interested. Try to get filled. Filled at $1.38. Moel, no can't hear me. Everybody else good? Kelvin's good. Krish is good.
All right, I'm in circle.
Oh boy. Tell me you went bearish.
Nope. Want to though? It's been on such a run. Of course, it has pulled back.
We shall see.
I mean, my max loss is $280. I only did 2 contracts, so.
Yeah. I always say this, but these are, for me, this is just for fun.
Yeah, a little smaller. I just went
a little
smaller.
something for fun. SPX, pretty choppy little range for the last 45 minutes or so. So gold, little sell-off today. Hit new all-time highs on Friday. Just kind of choppy action today, but gap down and then lower. Yeah, Kelvin, I trade them throughout the day if there's good action. Today was one of those days where I kind of regret. In fact, I actually didn't take any trades very early. I was looking at Hood to break out to new all-time highs, and it kept poking its head above previous day high, and it got me a few different times. So I I didn't take any more trades after about noon Central today. But yeah, if there's price action that warrants it, I'll take it. I'll take it later in the day too. I did not do any AM iron condors, which it looks like they would have been pretty decent. It was the whole Trump presser that kind of scared me away. It was 30 minutes after the bell was supposed to start, and then it really didn't start for about an hour after, and so I didn't. And I figured they always start late, so I just kind of decided not to do them today. But as of right now, looks like they probably would have been okay. Yeah, my BICs were up about 3K right here at about before 11 a.m. Central, and then about 15 minutes later I was down 3K. That big push just destroyed them, and then the reversal, of course. Like I said, Sam, I don't. If I have strikes available, which I don't. But I mean, we're getting some movement. I would, if I had strikes available, I would probably do them at Homes. Yeah, I probably should have done the AM iron condors. We had nice volatility, Monday volatility pump. But I just decided to sit this day out. MSTR is going through lows of day. Bitcoin is coming down towards lows. Meta coming down towards lows. NASDAQ through lows. My DDB needs a little bit of a bounce. Stay between 80 and 85. Hopefully we get some, well, for day trading, I hope we get some nice trending action tomorrow after CPI. I'm a little frustrated with myself, knowing CPI was coming, knowing today was going to be kind of a trappy price action day with the press conference leading up to CPI. I should have known. I shoulda, coulda, woulda. Either scaled down or not traded. I feel like I forced hood trades for sure. Mondays seem to always get me on day trading. I was going back through my records. Mondays are my worst day. What else is going on, my friends? What'd you guys do this weekend? Anything fun? Dick K, are you still in Michigan, or are you back on the coast? Bitcoin coming through lows. NASDAQ still coming down. S&P holding up a little bit better so far. What kind of fish you got going on up there? Lake trout, okay. Microsoft was super strong earlier. It's coming all the way back down towards lows. Back in the red on the day. Meta's been all over the place, back in the red. Tesla's still up 3.5%, but well off of its highs. It was up over 5% at one point. Chips were strong early. Most of them are back down. Pretty similar to the indices. SPX hanging out just below that 80 level. Got about 10.5 minutes before MOC.
Need to stay above 80.
Yep. I posted in the Tim Weiss channel. We're going to be doing he's going to be doing a presentation this Saturday. So I posted kind of a mark your calendar. I've got more info to share about that. But if you're doing any of the multi-tranche or following anything that he's been talking about, it's going to be related to that, the multi-tranching. Unfortunately, not in person in Hawaii this time. Oh well. Yes, and I will be on the OO show tomorrow morning. 7:45 Central. I have no idea what I'm talking about. They haven't told me. It's a surprise, I guess.
What's the OO show?
The Option Omega show. They do a show every... Do they do it every morning? Or is it once a week? I'm not
On
even
their
sure.
YouTube or something?
It's in the... You can watch it through their Discord, or I think they may stream it live on YouTube too. I'm not sure. I just know how I'm supposed to log in. That's all I know.
S&P was all the way above the VWAP. Now it's down to the bottom side of the VWAP.
Chad coming out with a VWAP. You been talking to Dick K? Has Dick K been brainwashing you?
That up move VWAP stopped me out.
I have not. I haven't tried it yet. Is it? I'm on Grok. I got the premium Grok, which I love. So I haven't tried out the old Chat GPT new release. Really, I've a lot of the just kind of searches I've done and comments I've seen saying that it's not as good as Grok, but I guess it depends on what you're using it for. And I haven't even tried, I've only done ChatGPT and Grok. I haven't even dipped into any of the other ones, Anthropic or whatever the other ones are. Amazon coming down to lows. It's been pretty weak all day. SPX still holding just below 80. Not a whole lot of movement. Selling premium during power hours working well. Yeah, and the only two things I'm using it for is one, just general inquiry. So I really like just talking to Grok on my drives to and from the office. And then two, just kind of data analytics, crunching numbers and that kind of stuff. So those are really my only two use cases to this point. Yeah. My wife's already mad at me. You talk to Grok more than you talk to me. Alright, seeing a little more dip come in. Less than 4 minutes till MOC. VIX is at highs of day. Might be pumping a little juice in for CPI tomorrow. Oh, seeing a dip come in. A little more downside in the NASDAQ, extending lows, and S&P approaching lows. Bitcoin still coming down.
Had a winning Mahomes on Friday when you were absent.
Lock with vertical or just let it fly?
Lock with vertical.
Gotcha. Let's see, 126 was the announcement of extending China tariffs, at least on financial juice. Didn't actually, that's when we had that little downside just after that, so not much of a reaction there. Turn on my audio for MOC here in a couple minutes. SPX, that's enough. Out of you to the downside. My break even on my DDB is about 63.73. Currently at 75.
1 minute to go down till we give the market on close imbalance data.
Yeah, I was so focused on a couple of other
10
trades
seconds.
I completely forgot about my 3-4 today. MOC incoming.
Market on close imbalance. S&P 500 sell side 1.1 billion. Nasdaq 100 sell side 86 million. Dow 30 sell side 265 million, and Mag 7 buy side 25 million.
So a little sell side on the S&P, little buy side on the Mag 7. Yeah, I'm with you, Dick K. I haven't been doing any overnight risk. I love the Friday 6/7s, just the put calendar side. S&P through lows.
Man. My
VIX still
Wooga
climbing through highs.
Wooga never closed, so it went from 30% to now down 30% because the trade just didn't close.
What time do you have it set to close?
250. Right at 250. Multiple times this has happened to me. So I just lost over $1,000 right there.
Order
Because it didn't close on
partially
time.
filled.
You probably
filled.
get that that little volatility spike of the MOC number. And I just got hit on another put side. So DDBs are going to be red. Yeah, so 3 of my 4 put sides have been hit on the 4 DDB tranches.
Unreal.
S&P down to 69. I've got the expected move marked at about 64 and change. Got some strikes from Mahomes. Let's see if we can get filled on a butterfly. This big move, they're staying cheap.
According to CNBC, Intel CEO arrives at the White House.
$65 flies, only trading for about $1.40-ish. Try to work a 70. Yeah, that's a nasty little bar. All the indices through lows. Bitcoin, big, decent little flush. Still up 2%, Bitcoin is, but
Order filled.
no bounce yet. $65 fly. I'll try to get filled in a 65.
I got filled on the 65s.
Yep, just got filled on the 65s. Oh, no, only 2 of them. Partial, there we go. All right, now let's bounce back to 70. Three minutes to go. I think it just had to come down and tag the expected range, expected move range. Back up to 68. Keep her coming. Keep that bounce coming. 2 minutes. Up to 69. Getting close to 70. Back above 70.
Vertical locked.
Nice. 1 minute to go. Up to 71. Just need to hold above 70, baby. 72. Got a little 2-point buffer. I like it. Nice little bounce. Nice, Sam. 73. $74. Oh, yeah. Looking good.
Yeah, I'd say you're good.
76. Getting back that full last 5-bar flush.
Order cancelled.
There is the bell. 63. A little markdown for anybody who got in on the 70s. 63.73.54. Looks like the final. Bosch, you gotta just, follow Sam. Just follow Sam. All right, all. That's a wrap. Chad will be streaming live in the morning. We'll be back for Power Hour. Everybody have a good evening. Talk to you soon.